Hey, what's going on? Welcome to You Learn with Robert. In this video, we're going to talk about the EPA doing some standards when it comes to emissions. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on? This is Robert with You Learn with Robert. So in this video, we're going to talk about the EPA and tightening up the standards. So if you weren't aware, I actually made a video. We had something called the Hypathon. And prior to that, videos back, I talked about what was going on and what was going to happen. I actually wrote a book talking about stocks. Now, I'm not an investment advisor or giving you an investment advice, but I talked about stocks and things like that and how to transition yourself to that. In that book, I talked about certain things that you can potentially put yourself in investment. So before you make an investment, make sure that you know that what you're going to do. You make a choice. You know, I believe in prayer, so make sure you pray about anything before you make a financial decision, and make sure that you don't do anything that's going to potentially hurt you economically. So know what you're doing and what you're getting into. But potentially this week, the EPA is going to make a they're going to make a decision when it comes to the new EPA rules. Now, prior to in 2030, Joe Biden was saying, our president was saying that, hey, look, we want that so many vehicles, 500,000 vehicles to be actually electric. Okay, so what does that mean for you? They're going to actually go to about 60 to 74% potentially of vehicles by 2032 that are going to be electric. They want them to be electric vehicles in here. So what does that mean for EPA standard? That means cars, buses, trucks, SUVs, major trucks, transfers, things like that, big machinery. They're going to tighten up the EPA emissions. That means if you're in a manufacturing environment, what's going to happen is you're probably going to get an increase of orders because they want to go ahead and get those orders out before the EPA laws. Okay. Now, what that does mean too is you have a limited time. If your company's not talking about transitioning to the actual standards of electric, then you may want to, consider praying about it. Consider getting yourself in a position where you can get to another company or get more training so that you can actually be okay when it comes to this new EPA, because they're going to need more jobs and increase. Also, if you're an investor and doing things like that, think about it. I talked about in my prior videos, especially Hypathon, I talked about the new EPA. I talked about different electric companies that will allow you the opportunity to invest in. You know, they're going to need charging stations for electric vehicles. They're going to need components. Every component, I want you to think about this. There are components that are actually in batteries. They're going to need that as well. Okay. So if you look at palladium and different things, precious metals, they're going to need that as well. Break down a car, and I'll be doing more videos. Okay. This is just a short video just to talk about what's going to happen. All right. So thanks so much for choosing You Learn with Robert. We'll see you next time. All right. Talk to you. Bye-bye.